Good morrow to you, YouTube. This is Michael from Card to the Round, and I'd like to welcome you to another deck profile. Today I'm going to be showing you a deck so powerful, so sinister, so freaking adorable. That's right, today I'm showing you my Fluffal deck. Now granted, it's not the most competitive deck out there, nor is it the most anti-meta or anything like that, but it is a fun deck to play with, and if you get lucky, you can pretty much destroy everything. So, without further ado, allow me to show you the Mighty Fluffalls. I'm gonna start off with 3 Fluffal Sheeps. Great for special summoning other Fluffals, and even a Edge Imp monster, which you need for fusion summoning. I have here 2 Fluffal Owls for getting a hold of a polymerization, because you kinda need them in a fusion deck. And then I have here Fluffal Dog for getting out more fusion materials, mostly Edge Imps, because Edge Imps are kind of important for making the Frightfurs.
But it's so adorable! This is one of my favorites!
Then I have Fluffal Bear, mostly for the purpose of summoning Frightfur Bear, or maybe just getting out another polymerization if I can't get a hold of one. I'm running 1 Fluffal Rabbit, not super crucial, but great for getting another Fluffal out if I need to. Then I have here a Fluffal Cat, just 1, don't need too many. If you are to fusion summon him and he goes to the graveyard, you get a polymerization out of your graveyard, which, more summoning of the Frightfurs. Speaking of Frightfurs, this guy can be treated as one. He is Edge Imp Frightfuloid. You can use him as fusion material for any Edge Imp requirement, and of course he also takes the attack power of any Frightfur that may be in your graveyard. Then I'm running 3 Edge Imp Savers, very, very important for most of your fusion, at least your most important fusion monsters. I got here 3 Edge Imp Sauls. He is great for the fusion summoning of Frightfur Leo, which can be quite powerful if you know how to use him. For my spells, I have here 2 Frightfur Fusions. Great for fusing anything that you've already sent to the graveyard. 2 polymerizations. Anyone that's not really necessary, because it's easy to get out of the graveyard, out of your deck, wherever. 2 fusion gates. Not super important to have, but it makes a great backup if you can't get polymerization or Frightfur Fusion out for whatever reason. Then I have Dark Hole, just cuz. And I have 3 Swords of Revealing Light. Now, the reason I'm doing this is because part of the reasons that makes my Fluffals so mighty is the fact that it is a stall deck, and you have more time to get stuff out thanks to it. I also have here 2 Mystical Space Typhoons to take care of back row, and then I have 2 Fusion Weapons. Fusion Weapon is a great way to make your most powerful fusion monster even more powerful, which I will show you very soon. I have here 2 Sakuretsu Armors, a Bottomless, a Compulse, and a Mirror Force as my staple cards. I have 2 Threatening Roars as a way of stalling again. 1, 2, 3 Fluffal Cranes, because what he does is when you lose a Fluffal monster, you bring it back and you get to draw a card, which is pretty nice. And then I have 2 Designer Frightfurs, which is great for getting out any Fluffal that may have gone into the graveyard and turning it into a Fright Fur for my next monster, which I'm about to show you. So I have here Fright Fur Chimera, which is mostly a funsies card. It's not super important, it's just something, if you can get it out, it kind of feels good because he's kind of hard to get out. You need 3 Fright Fur monsters to do it, so you'll have to get out any other Fright Fur monster you have, maybe Edgem Frightfuloid, but in any case, what he does is he prevents any effects activating during the battle step, and he gets to equip cards he destroys, giving him more power. I also have here Fright Fur Bear, which does more or less the same thing. Well, actually, it doesn't. It mostly just takes any card it destroys, equips it, and gets 1,000 attack for each, which is it's kind of nice. Then I have here 2 Fright Fur Leos. This is what you needed Edge Imp Saw for, and what Leo does is he can just destroy something without even attacking. It's one of those pop a card moments. But of course that takes away from his attack that turn. But it's okay, because if you have a ridiculously powerful opponent, and they have a ridiculously powerful card on the field, popped. And then I have the most important card in this deck, Fright Fur Wolf. And I got 3 of him. The main purpose of Fright Fur Wolf is to get him out as quickly as possible with as many fusion materials as possible. Reason being is for every fusion material you use, that's how many attacks you get per turn. So yeah, you can attack someone up to 5 times, probably even more if you're using Fright Fur Fusion. But usually you'll never need that many times. Usually you'll never need that many attacks per turn. 5 is more than enough. And even better, if you can get out Fusion Weapon and equip it to him, or even 2, that's an additional 1,500 per attack. Holy crap. So, Fright Fur Wolf, you are my best friend, and you are super cuddly. And then, not that important, but I have here a couple of Xyz monsters. I have 2 Wind-Up Zenmains as a way of stalling, and then I have a number 103 Ragnazero. Ragnazero doesn't have much use unless your opponent has a monster with a different amount of attack as it normally would. But if it does, you get to target it, destroy it, and draw a card. It comes in handy, but not all the time. So that there is my Mighty Fluffal deck. The deck box I chose is very, very appropriate for it. So, if you liked this video and this deck profile, give me a like. If you didn't, go ahead and dislike it, but tell me why. I'd like to know why you don't like it and what I can do to improve it. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.